Hello, everyone. So I am just going to get right into this. There's two things that God wanted me to do: share a Bible verse in Matthew 17, and also, secondly, just give a testimony about being aware with where your money is going. So in Matthew 17, I'm going to start at 24. When they arrived in Capernaum, the collector of the half shekel went up to Peter and says, "Does not your teacher pay the half shekel?" Peter answered, "Yes." And when he came home, Jesus spoke to him first, saying, "What do you think? So, Simon, from whom do earthly rulers collect duties or taxes, from their sons or from strangers?" When Peter said, "From strangers," Jesus said to him, "Then the sons are exempt from taxation. However, so we do not offend them, go to the sea and throw in a hook and take the first fish that comes up. And when you open its mouth, you will find a shekel. Take it and give it to them to pay the temple tax for you and me." So I am bringing up this story because my prayers lately have been, God, if you can make money come out of a fish mouth, you can get my bills paid. You can make a way out of no way where like money will come in and I will be able to receive it. And just a few pointers that God have told me was, watch where your money is going and watch when the money come, and to receive it with open hands. Don't be ashamed when God makes a way into your life where the money comes in. So for an example, like when there's gold in the fish mouth, some of us will be like, okay, well, I need to put this in a loss or found or something, or give it to someone. Some of us find like money that's been on the ground and you're like, oh my God, I got to give it to someone. But it's like, sometimes you're like, is that a blessing? But that's besides the point. I'm not even going to get into that. But I just want to get into my testimony and what God is showing me on being aware of where my money is going. So this is like a very detailed testimony. So just listen up. So my car insurance, some people probably pay cheaper car insurance, but for me, it's expensive. I pay exactly $218.27 with a pretty much clean record, like probably 2 accidents between 2019 and one where my car was hit when it was parked. Okay, so I'm paying $218.27. It was been very difficult to get it paid. Like most of the time, I'm waiting until they say, we will turn your car insurance off if you don't pay this. And by the time I pay it, it's time to pay it again. So I'm just like, okay, God, this is ridiculous. Like as a mom, I'm like, I would much rather get my groceries, get gas in my car, make sure there's a roof over my head before I pay. Like, I can't afford this, God. You have to make a way where I'm able to afford this. So God was just telling me, you need to check how much you're paying. So I'm calling customer service and they're like, well, we can give you a paperless discount and we can do this for you. And I'm just like, no, I don't need a discount. I need the amount cut in half, or I need this amount to be like lowered to the point where I know that it's from God. So customer service wasn't helping. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go online. The other day, God was like, go online and I see that you can requote. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna requote myself. So I'm going on here and it was about the same amount again. But then I saw each detail of where my money is going. And one of them says qualified health coverage. And I'm like, okay, what is this for? Well, qualified health coverage, I'm not going to get into details, but it covers the health aspect. So I'm like, okay, so I'm paying for health insurance already. And then now I'm paying health insurance for auto insurance. So I'm like, okay, God, do I really need this? So I'm looking it up. I'm calling friends, like, what is this about? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove it. So in the state of Michigan, you have to have health coverage, qualified health coverage through auto insurance. Okay, that's just how it is in Michigan. So you have to do a little bit of extra work. You have to send the auto insurance stating that you are covered for health insurance under auto with your own health insurance. So I'm like, okay, how am I going to do that? Well, the health insurance have to send a letter to the auto insurance. So I'm like, okay, we're going to make a way out of no way, and I'm going to figure this out. So I'm researching, where can I get it? And all you have to do, you guys, is go to your health insurance website, and they literally, well, on my page, have a button that will say, we will send you a letter to your car insurance. So I'm like, perfect. Send in the request. The next day, I sent in the letter to the car insurance, and the day after that, I got approved for not needing the qualified health coverage for my car insurance. So let me tell you the amount of how much I have to pay now for car insurance. So my car insurance was $218.27. Now my car insurance is $88. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, God, that's a big difference. That's a huge difference. And I know, like, I'm really uncomfortable with sharing this because I don't like to share numbers or share my business, but God kept hounding me and kept bothering me about people need to know where their money is going. There is always a way to save your money, or there is always a way to receive your money. Even though, like, some of us think like someone have to come out of nowhere and say, God gave me this. No, God can give you money by just you saving money. But it also is going to take an effort. So God was showing me, okay, Steph, you trust in me. You have faith that fish can have gold in their mouth, and you know I can make a way with getting your bills paid. But you also have to make an effort into having my work be done, by having my name glorified. So that's my testimony. So the 3 bold statements that I want to share with you all is: watch where your money is going, watch when the money comes in, and receive it with open hands without being shamed. Okay, don't be ashamed when you're able to, save money more in your pocket. Don't be ashamed when you can put your money towards something else. Like if you need to pay for food, if you trust in God that He will put food on your table and clothes on your back, trust and believe that. But one thing that I love, that I noticed that I did, was that my prayer was from the Word as well. Like, God, I believe in everything in this Bible is true. I believe that you healed the sick. I believe that you healed the lady with the issue of blood. I believe that you allowed that mother to have oil overflow. And I believe that there was fish, that this fish had gold in its mouth to pay for, what does it say? What kind of tax? What kind of tax? The temple tax. So I believe that I can get my rent paid. I can get my car insurance paid. I can get my health insurance paid. I can get food on the, Elijah do be throwing food, so food on the table. But we have to speak what's in the Word. If it doesn't align with the Word, it's not going to come. It needs to align with the Word. So me saying that there was gold in this fish mouth, God made it. It maybe not. It's not going to look the same as the Bible, but God will show you that I can make all things possible. I can make all things that doesn't make sense. So I hope that encourages you. I hope that maybe some of you have car insurance and you're like, hey, I have full health insurance, so let me see if I have auto under my health insurance. So just make an effort and to save it. Even if you have, like, even God recently was showing me, I had subscriptions that I wasn't even using, like the apps that I wasn't even using that was charging me. So that's another like $30 that I was able to save, and $30 fill my tank. So be smart, don't be ignorant to where your money is going. Even if you have enough money and you're well off with surviving and you don't have to worry about money, still be aware where it's going, because God say, feed the poor, feed the needy, help those that are in need. So you can take money that is extra that doesn't need to be just going out randomly, and you can help those that are in need. So I hope that encouraged you, but have a great day, y'all. Bye.